It's you. Yes, you again. You're lying on the couch, an old race replay glowing on the screen, a red car flashing past so fast it looks fake. And a thought sneaks in. How did one guy win 7 world titles and turn a red Ferrari into a religion? Good question. Let's break it down right now, with facts, but without boring anyone, I promise. Just a heads up though, this story doesn't end like the others. Michael Schumacher is born on January 3, 1969, in Hrth, Germany. Small, ordinary, and here's the first twist. No famous racing dad, no champion mom, no garage full of money. His father, Ralph, is a bricklayer. His mother, Elizabeth, runs a little snack stand at the local kart track. And that detail matters, because in this channel we usually start with rich kids and fast toys. Not this time. This time, money was never the head start. When Michael is 4, his dad bolts a motorcycle engine onto a pedal cart. It's loud, it's dangerous, it's basically a lawnmower with ambition. And Michael loves it. The family can't really afford racing, so his father runs the track, fixes the carts, and scrapes together used tires that richer families throw away. While other kids show up with shiny new equipment, Michael shows up with patched-together hand-me-downs. And he beats them anyway. This is where the character forms. Not from luxury, from scarcity. He learns to wring every last tenth out of bad equipment. He becomes precise, calm, almost cold behind the wheel. Where other kids drive on emotion, Michael drives like a machine doing math. By his teens he's winning German and European karting titles, and people start whispering that the snack stand kid from Kerpen might be something special. He climbs the ladder. Formula NIG, Formula 3, and in 1990 he wins the German F3 championship. Sponsors finally notice him. Mercedes signs him to their sports car program, where he learns endurance, discipline, and how to manage a car for hours, not minutes. And then comes the moment that changes everything. A lucky, ridiculous, movie script moment. 1991. The Jordan Formula One team needs a last-minute replacement driver for a single race at Spa. They take a gamble on this unknown 22-year-old German. Michael had never even driven the track. So what does he do? He rides it on a bicycle to learn every corner. Then he qualifies 7th. 7th, in his very first Formula One weekend, in a car he barely knew. The paddock's jaw hits the floor. Within days, Benetton basically steals him from Jordan, and just like that, the legend is off the ground. At Benetton, he doesn't wait around. First podium, first win, and by 1994 he's fighting for the World Championship. That season is dark and dramatic, full of tragedy and controversy, ending with a collision that hands Michael his first title. Some call him a genius. Some call him ruthless. He shrugs and wins the 1995 title too, even more convincingly. 2 championships, and he's only 26. Most people at 26 are still figuring out their email password. He's a double world champion. And now the gamble that defines him. In 1996, Michael leaves a winning team and joins Ferrari. Ferrari, the most famous name in racing, that hadn't won a driver's title in 16 years. Everyone says he's insane, that he's throwing away his prime. But Michael doesn't want to inherit greatness. He wants to build it. He brings his engineers, his work ethic, his impossible standards. He's first at the factory, last to leave. He tests until the car becomes part of him. For a few years it's heartbreak. So close, then a broken leg, then a title lost in the final race. The honesty beat here is simple. Even genius needs time. But brick by brick, the red car gets faster, and Michael gets hungrier. Then the dynasty arrives. In the year 2000, he finally wins Ferrari's first driver's title in over 2 decades, and Italy basically loses its mind. But he's just getting started. 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004. 5 world championships in a row. Records fall so fast the statisticians get tired. Most wins, most poles, most everything. He turns dominance into a routine, and a whole generation grows up thinking the guy in the red Ferrari simply does not lose. But he's not just fast. He's relentless in a way nobody had seen. Brutal physical training, obsessive preparation, total control of his team. His rivals, Hakkinen, Hill, Villeneuve, push him hard, and he respects the great ones. But he's also accused of playing dirty, of bending the rules, of being too cold. And honestly, that's part of the package. You don't win 7 titles by being gentle. In 2006 he retires, on top, a hero. And he could have stopped there. But racers don't know how to sit still. In 2010, at 41, he makes a comeback with Mercedes. It's harder this time. The car isn't a rocket, the young guns are merciless, and the magic flickers instead of blazing. There are flashes of the old Michael, but in 2012 he retires again, quietly this time. 7 titles, 91 wins, a legacy carved in stone. And here's where I have to slow down, because this is the part of the story that's different. In December 2013, while skiing with his young son, Michael falls and hits his head on a rock. A simple, ordinary accident, the kind that shouldn't matter to a man who survived 200 miles an hour. But it does. He suffers a severe brain injury, and since then his family has kept his condition deeply private. They protect him fiercely, and out of respect, that's exactly where we leave it. No speculation. No drama. Just a quiet wish, from millions of people, for the toughest competitor the sport ever had. So who is Michael Schumacher? A bricklayer's son who started with nothing but used tires and an iron will. He had no rich head start, no famous parents, no shortcut. What he had was relentless discipline, ice-cold precision, and a hunger that never switched off. Take any one of those away, and the Red Dynasty never happens. And now back to you, on the couch, with the old replay still glowing. Funny thing about Michael's story. It reminds you that talent opens the door, but it's the work that walks you through it. So tell me in the comments. Is Schumacher still the greatest of all time, or did the ones who came after finally pass him? I genuinely want to know. And give the legend a like. It's a small thing, but some champions deserve it. This was me. Bye.